A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching the morning news on CNN News 18. I'm Kohina Sharma with all the latest news and updates from in and around the world. But first up, former Defence Minister and Congress stalwart AK Antony's son, Anil Antony, joins the BJP today. Now, speaking exclusively to managing editor Zaka Jacob, Anil Antony said that this is not the Congress party he knew growing up, and the part places 2 to 3 individuals ahead of others. Now, he further added that in the last few years, the party has worked against the country and was willing to align with the forces that are against the country. On the other hand, his father, AK Antony, has expressed disappointment over his son joining the BJP. Now, former defence minister feels that the decision taken by his son is completely wrong. Remember, Anil Antony had resigned from Congress in January after he criticised Congress' decision to support the controversial BBC documentary on Gujarat riots.
At around the same time that you joined the BJP or in the BJP party office earlier this afternoon, almost around that same time, your father, veteran of the Congress party, former multiple-time chief minister, multiple-time union minister, was in the KPCC office in Trivandrum, and he basically said that he disagrees with your decision. How is this going to, hold in the Antony household?
See, my father is a person I would say, along with my mother, I have the deepest of respect and love and regards for. This is not any personal animosity or a decision taken because of any personal difference in any manner. However, I would say that this is not the Congress party I knew when I was growing up, nor is this a party. This is not the Congress party that I knew even 5 years back. The current Congress party is a party that is placing the interest of 2 or 3 individuals over the interest of the broader interest of the country, core interest of the country.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not a party that appeals to young India in any manner.
So can I press you on that? 2 things you said. One is the current Congress party is not what it used to be even 5 years ago. Please explain to our viewers what you mean by that. Why is it different from what it used to be before? And more importantly, when you say that the BJP is the party that is capable of leading young India over the next decades, why do you believe the Congress is incapable of doing so?
See, again, it's a great question. And again, it's very easy to put things into a perspective. At one side, you have the Congress party, which has a glorious past in history, which has also played a role in this country's transformation. But you look at the last few years, you look at the last 2-3 years, there had been so many instances where the party has actually taken stances which is against this country's core interest. The party was very willing to align with forces and organizations that were blatantly targeting this country's sovereignty and integrity. And you look at that party, the party is led by a prime minister who is undisputedly the most popular political leader in the country. I would even say he is the most popular global leader across the world, who actually has a very clear vision for this country. The party is not thinking of 2 years or 5 years or 10 years or 1 election cycle or 2 election cycles. The party is thinking of a generation. It is thinking of 20-25 years. It is thinking of the party is working with a very clear vision to transform this country into a developed country by 2047 from where we are. The party has a very clear vision to place India as one of the leading poles in an emerging multipolar world. The party actually has a very clear vision to bring social and economic mobility and social justice for every citizen in this country in an inclusive manner. And these are all very concrete policies that is happening with a lot of integration of technology, which is one of the areas where I have a lot of expertise and interest in. And you have all this happening in this side. And then the other side, you have an organization that is actually now, let's say, just focusing on individuals over interest, any kind of interest, national interest, public interest.
Okay.
Any, like, let's say you are just focusing on individuals and you are
All right.
actually willing to compromise national interest or even
Anil,
bring your country down,
Okay.
carry your country down. All these states overwhelmingly voted for the BJP. And in all these states, without exception, the NDA is the largest. It is the largest coalition in all these states. So all this conception of our minorities don't vote for the BJP, etc.,
All
are
right.
misconceptions which certain people are spreading for their own political survival, but it is very cut off from actual realities.
I strongly feel it's a wrong decision. During the first Narendra Modi government onwards, they are systematically diluting diversity and secularism. Unity in diversity is the Indian concept. That is the real reason for India's unity. During independence and after independence, Nehru family treated every Indians, irrespective of their caste, religion. That is why consistently I am accepting the leadership.
Joining the Bharatiya Janata Party on this very auspicious foundation day of the BJP. He's a multifaceted personality. The fact that he raised strong objections to the BBC documentary which sought to inflame tempers and raise completely unfounded and which were termed by Mr. Antony as an assault on India's sovereignty and integrity, for standing up for India and for national pride. And therefore he had to leave the Congress. And I compliment him for his boldness, for his strength and courage of conviction.
Well, it's very sad. People who have, whose families have enjoyed in the Congress party for centuries are deserting Congress party and blaming Congress party. This is it's uncharitable. It's very indecent also.
हमें इससे इस स्टेप को उनके लड़के के जरिए जो लिया गया है एंथनी जी के साथ नहीं जोड़ना चाहिए, क्योंकि जो आज नौजवान और अडल्ट बच्चे हैं वो अपने सोच के मुताबिक लेना चाहते हैं, जो लेंगे। मुझे तो बहुत इसमें खेद है कि एक ऐसे परिवार से आया हुआ लड़का ये छोटा सा बहाना बनाकर उन लोगों के लिए काम करना चाहता है जो पूरे मुल्क को आज पूरे मुल्क का बंटवारा हो रहा है।